Hey guys, and welcome back to the final part of the Twilight Princess playthrough.
I feel so disappointed. Where was our 9-month hiatus, Tom? You promised me that this would be our KH2, and you didn't deliver.
I'm sorry, man, I'm always letting you down.
Can't you be like Midna, okay? She's dependable. She's always there for us.
Yeah, Midna is pretty dependable, always rising to the challenge. Where's Midna?
Is she the No.
Oh, how kind! Midna gave her helmet to Ganondorf.
See? Not only is she dependable, but charitable. You really shouldn't do that to gifts, Ganondorf. That's extremely rude. I mean, she's gonna want that back.
Midna? Midna?
Shit.
Maybe we should have stayed behind.
Not like we had much of a choice. I mean, we were Twilight ported out of there.
Light spirits of Hyrule, get off your fucking arses and actually do something.
It's like, I know you're useless characters, but so am I. Maybe if we all come together, we can be something maybe possibly useful.
So was that Ganondorf's final gambit? Just run him over?
Yes. I mean, that should be everyone's gambit when you're on horseback.
Yup, I'm here. Me too.
This is essentially the parallel to the scene in Ocarina of Time when all the sages decided that it was morphing time.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of meant to be it, but it's so not as dramatic.
All that power, all that majesty, 3 light arrows.
And only 3. Can't use more than that. No, only kidding.
There's not even 1 per light orb. How useless are you as guardian deities?
I think Ordana was maybe holding back.
Yeah.
I'll give Twilight Princess Zelda this. She is definitely a modest princess. I mean, all the other ones are sort of just, save me? Now? Could you get on that?
A little bit haughty.
Just a bit.
Okay, here's where the horseback riding section comes into play, and this is probably my least favourite part of the whole thing, but thankfully it doesn't take too long.
You actually do amazingly well in this section. I am not gonna lie. I have seen this section last forever. I have seen the proest of pro runs end because this section gave them trouble.
I'm gonna guess it's mostly due to the phantom riders that come out.
Actually, it's Ganon's turning. Like, the guy can just decide he wants to turn 132 degrees and go the opposite direction, but he was extremely kind.
The hardest part about this fight for me is, 1, dodging those riders, which you can avoid just by veering like to the left or right really sharply and carrying on riding in that direction. But it's doing a spin attack while like Z-targeting him on the horse, and you got to Z-target before Zelda will even start charging up, by the way, so don't forget though.
Yeah, and like I said, they're Phantom Rise around. I don't know where they come from, but they are a very nice touch. He has a horseback army of the dead.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, having Zelda charge up her arrows for this fight, this does come back later in Spirit Tracks in a bit more frustrating fashion.
Yeah.
But this way is really cool. Horseback combat was meant to be the core mechanic. So if this hadn't been included, then what the fuck would have been the point of Twilight Princess?
This is not the end of Ganon, oh no.
It's the end of Ganon's horse, though.
Bye-bye, Dark Clopper 66.
Yeah, he's had quite a lot of those things. He just burns through horses.
That was good. Now I want an actual sword fight. And for a touch of irony, I'm going to use the sword that was used to try and kill me. I'm cool like that.
It is pretty cool that he just decided, I'm gonna keep this. I mean, you stuck it in me, so clearly you want me to have it, so...
It's amazing that a being of darkness can actually hold a sword of light for that long.
That's literally just how powerful he is. Also notice Gerudo symbol on his cape.
Oh, he's got to represent.
Yep. Except, you know, his motivation is now no longer for his people. That's over for Wind Waker Ganondorf.
Oh, this music, this fight, probably the best final boss in a 3D Zelda game. I'm going to let you run down these specifics, mate.
Alright, so if he kind of tries to do a charge slash, you can jump slash, and you get this really cool No More Heroes type, you know, pushing section. Hidden skills. That's all I gotta say for this section, is that if you don't have hidden skills, this is going to be a tough fight. Yes, tough in Twilight Princess, but Backslice is not as effective because he has armor on his back. He's also really quick to turn around. I don't think you can actually trigger the Helm Splitter on him. Mortal Draw is still just as OP as ever, and I think it can actually take this guy down in like 2 hits.
I wouldn't recommend it because your timing would have to be impeccable.
Plus, you would also miss out on the really epic music in one of the best final boss fights in the entire series.
I would recommend rolling around to his left. That's your left, not his, because as you can see, he's left-handed. Weird parallel, considering Link is usually left-handed himself.
Yeah, like I said, they're all tied by fate, so, I mean, there's got to be lots of parallels. They're both pretty good horseback riders, both really good sword fighters, and like you said, left-handed.
In another reality, I could have called you friend. To which Link answers, "Hiya!"
Please, I want that. I know that's one of those rumors for Zelda U, but I want it to be that, like, Link and Ganon are on, like, good terms or something.
And then it, like, goes south.
Yes! The poke stab. Still the... I know I said that hidden skill is OP, but nothing is more well used than the poke.
Just want to address, yes, you can bring out the fishing rod and use it to distract him. No, I will not be doing it here. Look it up on YouTube. Because I was focused on just the fight in general at this point, because I had to kind of redo it, because I sucked really badly at that horseback section. That was my second try.
I love when they bring those little things back, like back with the Phantom Zelda puppet fight. Yeah, we could have reflected those with the bottles. It's still in games.
That's a pretty nasty combo if you let him get the first hit in, because that one hits you to Sunya and then the kick follows.
That is it's so cool that he decides to go for the elbow. So very melee.
He's fucking huge.
Yeah, Ganondorf is sort of a giant, and now he's dead.
Wordless scream. Can we get an actual scream?
Zelda, it's over here. Hi? No? Oh, hey, Ganondorf's a Muppet.
Well, just stabbed him right in the chest, right in his scar wounds.
Right in the light.
I don't know if that's as bad as stabbing Ganon in the mouth in Ocarina of Time, but I'll take it.
And we got stabbed in the mouth, stabbed in the head, stabbed in the face, just sort of casually sliced. But, yeah, stabbing the Master Sword into an already open wound, I guess, is more deadly than, the Light Sword going in.
And the goddesses just revoke his piece of the Triforce, which is pretty cool. Another one of their divine pranks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like giving him the Triforce was sort of a joke, so taking it away at this time is probably also a joke. The goddesses have a sick sense of humor.
I never understood this. Is Sunlight partially dead and this is him killing himself properly, or is that just severing the connection?
I have no idea. I always thought that it was sort of like what Zelda and Midna kind of did. Hearts are sort of combined. And that now Ganondorf and Zant sort of did something similar. And that by killing himself, Zant was also killing, or at least taking away a little bit of life from Ganondorf, but he's already on like a thread. So Zant just took out what little remained.
What it reminds me of is in DC Comics' Blackest Night, the Green Lantern story arc, where Necron could only be in the mortal plane with the help of the Anti-Monitor and like a few other people. So when they take out the Anti-Monitor, his power wanes a lot.
Oh my, who could that be on the horizon?
By the power of our lights combined, we did a thing. Peace!
And they did it all without saying anything! They learned their lesson. I'm glad. We all grew from this playthrough.
Link knows what's up. Run, Link! No, I said run. There you go, picking up speed. Ah, he's wearing the Pegasus boots right now.
Fuck yeah. You're not Midna.
Where's my imp waifu? Bring her back!
My wife. No, I'm your new Hyrule Warriors fighter. Love her design. I love it. She has kind of a Bayonetta feel, which back then made no sense, but now makes sense now that Bayonetta and Nintendo are on way better terms.
A little bit of a Middle Eastern kind of garb there. Or no, maybe Chinese?
That's what I was thinking, like a pretty Chinese, which, contrasts what is very Western in Zelda's design.
Oh, very sassy, Midna. Sassy to the end. This is why he's such a great character, no matter what form you take. But credits are about to forcibly make their way into the scene, so we shall see you guys after, I guess. Man, I do enjoy the credits music of Twilight Princess. We were just sitting here shit-talking people who didn't like the fact that Legend of Korra had to do a clip show. It was all good. But yeah, we have come to the end of Twilight Princess, and it is an end with many partings, both Mexi and I, from this playthrough, and from you guys until we meet again, of course, and Link and Zelda from Midna, who is going back to her home to assume the throne and take her rightful place once again as the ruler of the Twilight Realm.
And thus start the Bring Midna Back movement, which is really silly. You know, this is you people are the reason Shadow's still in Sonic games. Stop it.
Just let a good thing lie. You would have thought by now Midna would be wholly accepting of Hyruleans or Hylians, but whatever, I guess.
She's just making a jest at this point, I think. I'm pretty sure all the prejudice is dead and gone.
I don't know if this is the right word, but kind of a risque design for true form Midna, but maybe that's just the art style of Twilight Princess.
I mean, you can't even really get on her for it. It's the same concept as, like, the Zoras, where it's like, it's not really revealing clothes. Her skin/scales just form these outfits.
But I suppose I should ask, did this ending affect you emotionally?
Yeah. I mean, as far as, like, you know, how Zelda games affect me emotionally, this is definitely one of the... I think this is probably the most bittersweet ending. Definitely way more bittersweet than Ocarina of Time, where it's like, I'm sending you back in time, this is so sad. It's like, nah, not really.
Okay, mate, as per HSE tradition, Twilight Princess in 10 words or less, go.
It's not actually Ocarina of Time 2, but it's great.
Indeed. My 10 words. Great game, held back by Ocarina of Time and padding. I think it could have stood on its own. What it takes from Twilight Princess, which is a bit too much, or what it takes from Ocarina of Time, rather, otherwise that'd be kind of recursive, is a little bit too much. What it does well, it does really well. Dungeons are fantastic. Otherwise, retreads a bit too much familiar ground. But this is the end of the playthrough. Thanks for watching, guys. So from me, Antom64.
And from me, MBM.
We'll see you next time for another Legend of Zelda playthrough. Bye-bye for now.